My collection just got a major upgrade with these 7 new fragrances, including one that's nearly impossible to find anymore. I have purchased them through a very end of October and mid-November, so it is a collective haul. But let's just jump right into it. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana, and I am a fragrance enthusiast who has been collecting fragrances over the last 5 years. Here on this channel, we talk about all fragrances. It doesn't matter if it's niche, designer or Middle Eastern, the ultimate goal is just to smell good and feel good. So first up, we have Soie Malaquais from a Belgian niche house, Dries van Noten. This is a house that people have started talking about here on social media. However, I think it would require a little bit more hype. The fragrance itself opens up with some fruity notes, but I would not describe it as a fruity fragrance. It's rather that blackcurrant and bergamot give it a bit of a greenness in the opening. The mid and base notes are where eventually this perfume shines. It has the notes of rose, silk, chestnut and cacao. It is very creamy, very beautiful, enveloping, comforting, but also classy at the same time. It is something, to be honest, that would give me confidence, comfort, but I can also imagine this scent as someone's signature scent. When I first tested it, I immediately got even a compliment from one of my colleagues at work, so I guess this is also a compliment getter. So I'm very excited to start using this one more. By the way, I also own a lot of a perfume that is inspired by Soie Malaquais. It is quite close, but I do smell some significant differences. This one doesn't have that slightly green opening, and this version also leans a little bit sweeter and honestly a bit less blended to my nose. So the performance of Soie Malaquais is very good. It lasted all day long on me, which, to be honest, I would very much expect from a fragrance in this price point. We are staying with the same house, Dries van Noten, and I also sampled Camomille Satin earlier in October from them, and it absolutely captivated me. This is a little bit lighter, more aromatic, slightly herbal vanilla, which is also very relaxing to me, I think thanks to the chamomile and lavender notes. The vanilla is not heavy at all. It has basically the sweetness, but it still has some kind of transparency. It is not a bakery sugary vanilla. It is a very good quality musky, slightly aromatic vanilla, which is also very sophisticated, the same way like Soie Malaquais. This one also has a kind of slightly suede, leathery undertone in the dry down, which may come from the galbanum combined with some floral notes. I do believe that it is not for everyone, but if you're looking for a gourmand vanilla that really stands out, it is definitely something to try. Now, the performance is what I'm not really sure about. When I tried it, it was relatively cold outside already, and this perfume was a little bit fleeting on me. Even though a lot of people on Fragrantica claim that it is a long-lasting perfume, I was not really able to smell it after 2-3 hours. I think I will have to test it a bit more just to be able to give you a final verdict, because it can be that I'm just going nose blind to it. So moving on, I will just share the unicorn that I was able to purchase with a normal designer price. It is none other than Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandal by Night, which is, to be honest, almost impossible to find it now at any retailers. So I've been searching for this everywhere because I just adore the Scandal line, and the collector in me has been screaming that I did not get this perfume when it was still available. It has a lot of notes, but what really stands out is basically a bitter orange, honey, cherry, white florals kind of concussion with tonka beans and vanilla in the base. It is much darker and more seductive than the original Scandal, And luckily, the honey here doesn't disturb me. I don't find it animalic or dirty. It is thick, sweet and delicious. Even though I love the fruity cherry orange opening, the dry down is where it is really shining. It is absolutely beautiful with the warm vanilla, slightly woodsy undertones. This is also very loud, long-lasting, so it is not for the faint of heart. I am very happy with this purchase and I'm sure that I will give it some more love in this season. The next perfume is most probably not a stranger to you if you love niche perfumes. It is Naxos from Xerjoff, and I have been sampling this perfume for a while and I have been wanting it also since the first sniff. Luckily, I was able to find it on a very good discount with about 35% off. So I decided that, okay, I'm not gonna wait for any Black Friday sales, I'm just gonna get it. So Naxos is super sweet, a kind of honeyed tobacco vanilla scent with some aromatic touches. The perfume in my new bottle opens up quite fresh and aromatic, but when I sampled it back in the day, it was already thicker in the opening, so I guess it will be a bit more strong and juicier with the time. The mid is slightly spicy, honey sweet, and melts perfectly into that tobacco, vanilla and tonka bean in the base. Tobacco can be a tricky note for me, but here it is beautifully blended into the rest of the notes. It is also absolutely unisex. I really enjoy wearing it, but I think it would smell fantastic on a man as well. And of course, Xerjoff doesn't only have great quality blends, but also most of their fragrances are long-lasting with a beautiful sillage, and Naxos is not an exception. It will stick around with you for the majority of your day. And lastly, I already talked about the new Theodoros Kalotinis releases in my previous video. These are Hazelnut, Praline, Apple Pie and Gingerbread dough. If you are interested in a more in-depth review of these perfumes and some other gourmand recommendations, then I will link the video down below. But let me share maybe a few thoughts of these fragrances, hopefully without being too redundant. So Hazelnut Praline is my favorite out of the three. It is very nutty, creamy, slightly chocolatey and spicy without being too overwhelming or cloying. It is eventually somehow lighter wearing than I expected, but I really don't mind it. Then Gingerbread dough is my very close second in the ranking. It is very fresh and you really have to love ginger to appreciate this perfume. It is also somehow less thick than I originally thought. So I can see being able to wear it from early fall until spring easily. And if you love ginger and you are looking for something that will not choke you out, then it is definitely something that I recommend. And then last, Apple Pie. Now, honestly, I had the biggest hope for this one, and even though it is beautiful, it did not necessarily meet those expectations. The apple in here is very fresh, and the cinnamon is just nuclear. The pie crust, the buttery creaminess are only lightly detectable in the background. It is definitely not your angel share boozy kind of apple pie, but a fresh cinnamon apple concussion. Again, it is great, but you have to know what to expect. So basically that was it. Out of all 7 fragrances, I have to say that Naxos is my absolute favorite. I have been longing for this perfume over a year now and I'm very happy that I managed to get it on a good discount. The 2 standout performers in terms of longevity are Soie, Malaquais and Naxos. And for compliments, I'm betting on Soie Malaquais as well. So let me know in the comments, have you tried any of these or are you hunting for any discontinued fragrances? What was the last unicorn fragrance that you found? Don't forget to like this video, and if you enjoyed it then also consider to subscribe. And for more fragrance content, you can also follow me on Instagram at DianasFragranceCloset, all in one word, for more fragrance updates. And until the next time, bye bye!